Good evening and welcome back to the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup live from Manchester in the United Kingdom. My name is Mr. Whistler. I'm joined here with Nasty Moves.
Hi there, Mr. Whistler, the Canadian crew here on the
That's right.
on the call.
And we're about to bring you one of the first quarterfinals of this year's 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. We'll be bringing you USA Roller Derby taking on Team Finland. We're into the final 8. There will be 8 more teams playing tomorrow for placement, but this is the start of the medal round. Teams that win their quarterfinals will move on to the final 4, and teams that do not win those games will move into the secondary bracket for placement. So let's do a quick run through of rosters, Nasty. How about who's going to be skating for Finland?
Good to know. I am going to give you the roster for Finland in my best Finnish accent. Number 00, we have Anna. Number 013, we have Erika Luotto. Number 156, we have Mia. Number 18, we have Elina Ruokoranto. And we have number 257, Lura. Number 28, Nina Erves. Number 39, Maiju Renne. Number 4110, Maura Maninen. Number 49, Ida Sointu. Number 56, A.M. Castrain. Number 777, Sarah Gilbert. Number 85, Latikanen. Number 88, Varpu Knuttila. Number 90, Salla Korjalainen. And last but not least, number 999, Pate Pop. And that is Team Finland.
So Finland will be wearing white for this game. USA Roller Derby will be wearing blue. USA roster, number 07, Jackie Daniels. Number 12, Carmen Getsum. Number 16, Asha Gare. Number 3, Satan's Little Helper. Number 307, Shayna Serrelson. Number 314, Caffeined. Number 33 is Lacey Knight. 340 is Bonnie Thunders. Number 4, Jess Rivas. Number 41, Roxy Dallas. Number 5, Smarty Pants. Number 50, Scald Eagle. Number 6 is Snot Rocket Science. 77, Lauren Much. And 99, Tracy Akers. Team USA getting to this game with a 166-47 victory over France, 190-15 over Spain, 469-21 over Wales, and 361 over Argentina. Cumulatively, USA Roller Derby with 1,186 points to 132 points for their opponents.
And for the Finland side of things, we had 131 versus Germany. Finland had 131 and versus Germany 53 points. 231 they won over Portugal at 19 points. They had 417 points when they played against Norway, and 465 points when they played against Japan. Norway had 32 points, let me get that one right, and Japan had 18 points. So Finland, a total point on their side of 1,244 points.
So we are about ready to get underway. Opening jammers on the line for Team USA is going to be, for USA Roller Derby, it's going to be Bonnie Thunders and 999 Pate Pop for Finland. Bonnie Thunders through first is the lead jammer. We're seeing the USA defense here going into lockdown mode. Pate Pop trying to find room out the outside, unable to break through just yet. Bonnie Thunders already lapping for points. That's 5 in the sky for USA Roller Derby. They are first on the board.
And the crowd is wild for that. We do have Pate Pop out of the pack, and she's really excited as well. But that's going to be no point score, though, however, for Team Finland, and a total of 9 points for USA Roller Derby.
Crowd is rocking here at Event City. Next jammer's on the line for USA Roller Derby, number 50, Scald Eagle. And that's going to be number 156, Mia, jamming for Finland. Jam is underway. Mia swings to the inside, gets knocked into the infield and drawn back by Roxy Dallas. Now having a look as Scald Eagle gets through. Flaps are down for Scald Eagle coming around turn 4 already. Mia gets knocked outside to inside, back to the outside line, still trying to navigate her way through this pack. Eagle with 50 with a 50 on her back, 5 in the sky though are the number of points that Scald Eagle just picked up. Star in hand now for Mia with the star stash. Coming up the inside line, knocked to the infield by Roxy Dallas. Attempted drawback by Smarty Pants does not pay off. Scald Eagle continues to score. Roxy Dallas and Tracy Akers teaming up. Star pass now on the Finnish side, and that's going to Lyra, who's now taking the star for Team Finland.
Lyra goes back to the box. Back to her bench. No, actually, yes, but I was looking at the box. We do have a blocker in the box at the moment for Finland, so that's going to be skating 4-3.
On the jammer line now for Finland, number 777, that's Sarah Gilbert. They're going to be facing number 3, St. Lazilla Helper for USA Roller Derby. St. Lazilla Helper through very quickly, picking up lead. Sarah Gilbert, they get through really quickly on that initial pass. Still about half a lap to make up though. St. Lazilla Helper already challenging the inside line. Calls the jam, puts up 3. That's a 3-0 jam in favor of USA Roller Derby.
Yeah, indeed, Finland not have a chance to score any points at the moment. And that was really quick. And USA Roller Derby figures we're not going to let anything happen. And the first few points on the boards, let's be honest, are for Finland will be an interesting moment too, not for the crowd and just as much for the team, I have a feeling.
Oh, most certainly. On the jammer line for Finland now, it's number 56, A.M. Kastrin. And that is Bonnie Thunders with the star for USA Roller Derby. Bonnie, one of many skaters appearing in her now 3rd Roller Derby World Cup for the United States. Zigzagging through the infield, now getting stuck at turn 1 as the Finnish defense swarms around Thunders. Initial pass completed for Kastrin, but no points picked up. For them, 5 come in for USA Roller Derby.
The Finnish jammers are getting out, but they're not having a chance to score just yet. I've seen a few games like this today, but it's going to be that moment that maybe USA won't see it and that Finland will be able to score. That's what I'm looking for while we're watching all the wonderful scoring here of USA Roller Derby.
Yeah, United States players doing a phenomenal job of just knowing when to shut it down. Scald Eagle comes up the inside line, picks up lead for USA Roller Derby. Pate Pop wearing the star for Finland, completes the initial pass, but again, about half a lap behind Eagle. Scald's going to be coming up through the middle, challenging the back of a brief 4-wall that starts to dissipate, calls the jam, puts up 2, and again calls it quickly.
Sisu mouthguards, the official mouthguard of the 2008 Roller Derby World Cup.
Having a look there at a side view of the lineup here. St. Lazilla Helper there on the left. Number 3 is going to be the jammer for USA Roller Derby. And again, that's going to be Mia, number 156 for Team Finland. 24 and a half minutes left in the opening half. Currently a 31-0 lead for USA Roller Derby. Mia almost through on the inside line. Way-ish shut, though, by Jackie Daniels. St. Lazilla Helper picking up lead for USA Roller Derby. And it's now going to be a power jam, a track-cutting penalty being issued to Mia for Finland. So Mia's going to take a seat in the 5-second skate gear penalty box. See what St. Lazilla Helper can do in the driver's seat of this power jam. Finland lining up on the far straightaway with the triangle and a friend. Smarty Pants messes with it a little bit. Formation moves between turns 3 and 4. St. Lazilla Helper going for the inside line, trying to navigate around behind Lyra, getting dropped by Nana Ervis. Saints will help her taking the outside line, completing the grand slam. Power jam has ended as Mia re-enters gameplay with star in hand. Mia with the hip flick, taking down Satan's that'll help her, and both jammers go down into the infield and now are being recycled back to turn 4. Saints will help her looking around for destruction from the bench. Decides to call the jam, puts up another 3 on that final pass, so a 13-0 jam for USA Roller Derby. Have another look here at the start and see just how close Mia came before Jackie Daniels shuts the door.
S1 helmets, the S1 Lifer helmet, best fit and best protection, made for roller derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
And again, this is the S1 helmet track here in Event City. Jamming for USA Roller Derby right now for the first time this evening is number 33, Lacey Knight. Lacey Knight being drawn back by Majorana. Opportunity here for Sarah Gilbert. Sarah Gilbert challenging Shayna Sarelson, picking up lead jammer for Team Finland.
And the crowd goes wild. Look at that. An exciting moment there for Team Finland.
Lacey Knight now completing initial pass as well, but about 3/4 of a lap behind. Finland's on the board. Gilbert putting up 4 points on that pass.
The first 4 points of this game, how exciting as well. Sarah Gilbert, the name to watch for now for Team Finland.
Lacey Knight now challenging this triangle formation that starts to break apart as Sarelson comes to separate those blockers. Knight recycled back to turn 4. Sarah Gilbert now stuck on the back, more or less, of Carmen Getsum.
Yeah, not going anywhere for the moment.
Finland's going to run this one long. Lacey Knight with a battle goes to the pivot line, going up against 39, Majorana, who takes Lacey Knight all the way back to turn 4. Multiplayer block penalty is going to free up a bit of space on the track. But that multiplayer block penalty is being issued to the Finnish jammer, Sarah Gilbert. So this is now a power jam for Lacey Knight and USA Roller Derby. This jam running the full 2 minutes as a result, and it will lead to a power start as jam time has almost run out.
If you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us on Twitter at Derby World Cup, also at Rainy City Roller Derby. That also goes for Instagram, Roller Derby World Cup, Rainy City Roller Derby, hashtag RDWC2018.
So that was a jam win for Finland, going 8-5 on that one. Bonnie Thunders with the power start as Sarah Gilbert is sitting in the penalty box. Bonnie through very quickly, picking up lead. Going to see the USA Roller Derby go into lockdown mode now. Pushing the big sweep, driving the Finnish blockers to the infield. A forearm penalty, though, is going to send Smarty Pants to the penalty box for USA Roller Derby.
And the Finnish jammer is out of the pack. That is going to be Sarah Gilbert. Bonnie Thunders having a look behind her. Calling it off. Of course. Sorry.
Sarah Gilbert getting
don't laugh at that.
Well, no, but Sarah Gilbert getting a nice reaction from the crowd, tumbling into turn 2 and getting a bit of an ovation for their effort as they regain their feet after that jam was called.
54 points for USA Roller Derby. Team Finland, 8 points. 19 minutes and about 15 seconds left here in the first period.
Scald Eagle, and that's going to be number 56, A.M. Kastrine, lead jammer for Team Finland. Scald Eagle getting hung up in the pack. Castrine already coming up the inside line, taken back through the infield, courtesy of Shane Sarelson. Scald Eagle still has not broken the pack, absorbing a couple of big hits on the far straightaway, breaks the wall apart, now is about a third of a lap behind and closing fast. Again, Finland's going to run this long. AM Castrine challenging the back of a 3 formation at turn 2. Eagle already coming down the straightaway. This little blocking tooth wall formation here, anchored by Naiwarina. And there's 4 points coming in for AM Castrine. Eagle just pushing and pushing and pushing. Now he's recrossing the jammer line. Castrine knocked to the outside by Jess Rivas. Recycled, drawn back by Shayna Sarelson. 4 points for Scald Eagle. About 40 seconds left on the jam clock. Castrine seen enough, picks up 2 more points. That jam goes 8-6 in favor of USA Roller Derby, 62-14. Here's another look at the start. And you see Castrine come up the outside. That lane left just open enough to squeeze through.
Beautiful. And Sarah Gilbert putting 8 points. The first 8 points and maybe a few more points actually. Actually, the 2 scorers, we had Sarah Gilbert and Castrine is what I'm trying to tell you for the 14 points that make up Team Finland.
With the jammer star right now for USA Roller Derby is Satan's Little Helper. Pate Pop jamming for Team Finland. Pate Pop has a couple to beat up at the front, but just absolutely swarmed. Breaking these walls apart, though, much more quickly than some other opponents that USA Roller Derby's had to face this weekend. Getting through on the initial, but a grand slam already in the bank for Satan's Little Helper. Satan's Little Helper coming around the outside, staying in bounds. Puts up 4 points. Able to shut the door on Pate Pop. That's a 4-0 pass, a 9-0 jam win for USA Roller Derby.
Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life is better on roller skates.
Is it not?
Visit them. Yeah, of course it is. Visit them at bloodandthundermag.com for roller derby inspired apparel.
Bonnie Thunders and Mia are the jammers. Again, USA Roller Derby in blue, Finland in white. Bonnie Thunders challenging up the middle, not going too close to those outside lines. Able to put the toe stop down and break. Meanwhile, at the back, challenging there from Ajaguer and Jess Rivas, causing all sorts of headaches for Mia right now. Bonnie Thunders, again, picks up lead jammer status. So far, perfect with the lead percentages. Seeing Carmen Getsum being the bridge, linking these 2 little blocking formations on the track. Bonnie Thunders now challenging one more as Latikinen getting past, picking up the 5 points for USA Roller Derby. Direction of gameplay penalty, going to send a Finnish blocker to the box, and that is Latikinen. Mia, star in hand, trying to get around that rear triangle of USA Roller Derby blockers. Shayna Sarelson, though, it's a pendulum swinging back and forth, closing both the inside line and the outside line at the same time, if that is humanly possible.
I believe that's 2 jams, though, that where Finland has not scored. So staying at 14. USA Roller Derby at 86 with 14 minutes and 30-odd seconds here left in the first half. Quite exciting. I mean, Finland did manage to put some points on the board. They were surprised as well. And we're going to see Sarah Gilbert, who put the first points on the board for Finland, jam in this jam.
Yep, that's Scald Eagle countering for USA Roller Derby. Gilbert squeezing around Jackie Daniels, but now Scald Eagle doing some defense, trying to get Gilbert back into the pack, and it works. Tracy Akers making some contact, though, is going to take a seat in the 5-second skate gear penalty box for USA Roller Derby. Bit of back and forth. Roxy Dallas getting dropped by Sarah Gilbert as well. Also going to the 5-second skate gear penalty box. 5 points in the air for Scald Eagle on that pass. Gilbert through. But they have half a lap to make up behind Scald Eagle. Scald just very casually gets through, calls it. Is like, these games, I think, are getting tougher as the weekend goes on. To have another look here at the start and just see Scald Eagle going vertical, getting over the blockers to get that initial pass through. And then seeing the defensive move there, reabsorbing Sarah Gilbert. An official review is being requested by Team Finland.
Oh, fixing the numbers of Team Finland as well. And once we do get information about that official review, we will, of course, pass it on to you as well. Roller Derby Shirt Club. Get a different shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every month. Join the Roller Derby Shirt Club at rollerderbyshirtclub.com. And rumor has it that Val Capone, our tournament head announcer, who's here this weekend, has not like closets or boxes full, but a storage locker full of shirts. So she wholeheartedly suggests, endorses the Roller Derby Shirt Club for anyone into that sort
I
of
think
thing.
if there's one thing we all need more of, it is roller derby shirts.
Really?
Yes.
They're taking up a lot of space.
They take up a lot of space, but they're so wonderful to have and so valuable. This weekend in the vendor village, I mean, all the teams here this weekend have been selling merchandise quite handily.
Absolutely.
Everybody
all
returning
kinds of
home
things.
from the World Cup is going to have a lot to declare at customs when they all return to their home countries.
And I can tell you a story what I heard, I believe, from Denver in Malmo. They said, please buy our merch so we have room to bring back cheese.
Yes.
That was the story. I kind of like that. I laughed. I didn't know if I should laugh, but it was serious. So it was all about the cheese. Although we were in Sweden, I don't know about Swedish cheese, but just cheese in general.
Cheese is a delightful thing. Clock is stopped at 13:18 during this official review. Our producer, Crimson Alchemia, is going to get some input from the alternate referee. It's an opportunity, by the way, to just do a run-through of our officiating roster. The crew head referee for this game is Big Smack and Fries, joined by Alf, Blanovsky, Coca-Colas, Duncan Disorderly, Curse So Good, Mass, Seb, and Strange Brew.
How about we give you the NSOs a little bit later, because we want to give them some love as well and get back to the track.
Bonnie Thunder's lead jammer for USA Roller Derby. Countering for Finland is A.M. Kastreen. Kastreen through as on the initial pass. Bonnie, though, is making some hay, coming down really fast down the far straightaway. Sarelson cleared the path on that pass. 4 points for USA Roller Derby, keeping Team Finland off the board. And we're going to be getting some fantastic notes, I believe, shortly from Crimson Alchemia about the review from one jam ago, because we do have a report to pass on. And Nasty, what do we have?
We have that Team Finland challenged a cutting on number 5.
Yeah, that would have been Smarty Pants.
Smarty Pants. And the call stands.
Right, so they were trying to get a call to
get the cutting.
Yep,
Sorry.
to keep Smarty off the track. Does not pay off, so they don't retain their official review for the half. On the jammer line for Finland, Pate Pup, number 999, countering for USA Roller Derby, Lacey Knight. Lacey Knight is already lead jammer. It's already been caught by a couple of blockers and now breaks through, going into scoring position. Pate Pop stuck between turns 1 and 2, driven back, drawback appears to be successful. Jess Rivas drawing the cut on Pate Pop. This is going to be a power jam for USA Roller Derby. Smarty Pants at the front of the wall for USA Roller Derby, knocking blockers asunder and creating spaces for Lacey Knight. Lacey Knight picks up the 5 points, calls the jam. That's going to ice Pate Pop in the 5-second skate gear penalty box for a power start.
The Girls on Track Foundation Did you know that by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? We think roller derby can help change that. So find out more at girlsontrackfoundation.org.
11 minutes left in the opening half. USA Roller Derby leads Finland 109-14. Power start for Satansville Helper. That dynamic inside-outside move that Satansville Helper does, it's a bit of a fake out, trying to draw the pivot into the fray. Does get through. So we had Mairena not falling for it. Now going over the back of Mairena on that 5-point pass is Satansville Helper. Power jam has ended. Pate Pop back on the track, now going for an initial pass.
And look how happy she is getting out of the pack there.
Well, also had Aja Garrett trying to draw the cut, unsuccessful. OMG WTF working the bench for USA Roller Derby. They are coming out now just to, I think, possibly question this. Sarelson also just having a couple of conversations with the outside pack referee on that side, just clarifying what's happening, on that pass.
Yeah, just finding out what they saw and all that.
7-point pickup for USA. 116-14 is the score. Under 10 minutes left. Scald Eagle and Mia, the jammers. Look at Mia's up and down formation. It's like one of those things you used to have where you have the bird that kind of bounces back and forth and it picks up the water. It was a bit of that. Trying to pierce through this triangle, though.
Well, if you keep pushing in the same place, that's not going to happen. So you have to move around, not necessarily juke, but change the pressure around, and the blockers will have to move and maybe even spread out and leave you, and may give you some space to get through. Or might in the case of USA Roller Derby.
Yeah, Scald Eagle now on the first scoring pass, and she's going to pick up 5 points there. Mia, star in hand, but still has to get around this four-wall that's currently anchored by Tracy Akers. Roxy Dallas coming back to run some offense for Scald Eagle. Takes the outside line, evades a last-ditch hit there from Carrie Lehnen. No points picked up. There was a star pass at the tail end of that. Lura receiving the star, but unable to do anything with it. 5 more points for Eagle and Team USA Roller Derby.
And let's tell you about the NSOs we have. We have our cruise head nurse from the Netherlands. We have Ramblin' Raven from Denmark, Yoshi from England, Decider from the USA, Defib from South Africa, Joe Kerr from Germany, Sarah Wilkins of Wales, Dino of Australia, Tramadol France, Major Storm France, Thurston Gore USA, Welmo the Netherlands, Cupid Stunt from England, Resting Backspace from England, and Alan Madden from Northern Ireland, giving them a little bit more love on the track for now.
Bonnie Thunder's picking up lead, but very quickly right behind her was Sarah Gilbert, who earned a bit of reaction from the crowd. At one point it was only about a quarter of a lap behind. Bonnie, though, picking up a lot of speeds, able to capture the pack, picks up 2, calls it, and shuts Gilbert off the board.
Oh, it was speeds, plural, all right. Definitely.
There are a lot of speeds.
It really was.
Bonnie Thunders has...
First gear, second gear, third gear, speeds. It's all good. No, really, it is. I promise you.
Satan's Little Helper on the jammer line for USA Roller Derby. And Am Kastreen, number 56, with the star for Finland. USA Roller Derby with the lead jammer 15 times so far in the game, twice for Finland. Satan's Little Helper looking to add to that total and does, so that's a 16th lead jammer pickup for USA Roller Derby in the half. Kastreen recycled and has to re-enter behind Roxy Dallas and does. Can't get through just yet. A hop, a skip, and a jump for St. Zilla Helper. That's a grand slam for USA. St. Finland the Finnish jammers taking a lot of whips off of their blockers. That was no doubt what led to that initial multiplayer block that we had against Sarah Gilbert earlier.
Because we were surprised about that. How does a jammer get multiplayer? Yeah, good one. Well spotted by our wonderful officiating crew.
4 more points on the end of that jam for USA Roller Derby. They're at 137, Finland at 14, 6 minutes left in the opening half.
Sucker Punch Skate Shop, as Europe's original derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Their technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, and their availability of your favorite gear and the fast shipping they offer through Europe. Visit them at suckerpunchskateshop.com.
Lacey Knight jamming for USA Roller Derby. Pate Pop for Finland. Lacey Knight pushing, has one more to get past Mairina. And does pick up lead jammer. Rina very quickly coming back to run some offense here for Pate Pop, who is popped back, has to re-enter behind the pivot line. Pate Pop reaching for the star, but keeps it on the helmet. 5-point pickup now for Lacey Knight. USA Roller Derby blockers are quickly changing shape and formation, moving from triangle to diamond to straight line on the outside and then coalescing again around the jammer. Lacey Knight is going to call it.
High fives all around too on the meantime.
Yeah, a bit of a strategic call off too, because there was certainly an opportunity to keep going back for points, but Finland does still have Mairina in the 5-second skate gear penalty box. Getting it called off, make sure they can at least get that one blocker advantage on the next start.
4 minutes and 30 seconds here left in the first half. USA Roller Derby 146. Finland still at 14 points. Some points that they got in the beginning of this first half, and no points have been scored actually in the last 10 jams.
Scald Eagle taking the outside line, picking up lead jammer for USA Roller Derby. Breaking through now though for Finland is Mia. Mia was really gunning it and picking up some of her own speeds, but unable to catch the pack as Scald Eagle sees it coming and calls the jam.
It's a really quick one. Most jams run very long, obviously, when the USA is on a multiple scoring pass, but as soon as Finland gets anywhere near anything that looks like points, they get shut down by USA Roller Derby. That's pretty much actually what's been happening the entire first half.
Both teams going to start this one 4 on the floor. Finland taking the back wall, USA Roller Derby up front. So far it's paying off in the early parts of this jam as they've got Bonnie Thunders trapped at the back, but they try to knock her through the infield and unfortunately push her through turn 1, and Bonnie picks up lead jammer for USA Roller Derby. Bonnie Thunders challenging that reformed 4-wall at the front. Shayna Sarelson trying to keep them from reforming to run some offense. Star in hand, Sarah Gilbert does pass it off to Mairina. Mairina will now be the jammer for Team Finland.
I believe also the first time at donning the star, but by the time that action is completed, not much can be done for Finland as USA will keep on shutting that down. That is what they do the best. They know they can do it, and that's the way we're going to go into the second half slowly. Look at that takeout there.
Yeah, Shayna Sarelson with the knockdown and drawback. 159 for USA, 14 for Finland. Just over 2 minutes left in the opening half of this quarterfinal. Number 56, A.M. Kastreen jamming for Finland. That's number 3, St. Zilla Helper. St. Zilla Helper picking up lead. Again, pack coming to an almost stop at turn 1 to 2. Star in hand for Kastreen. Gets knocked to the ref lane, has to go back. Multiple recycles happening here through the apex. St. Zilla Helper coming back into play, bouncing off of Erica Lauto. Lauto does have to let St. Zilla Helper go. Grand Slam USA Roller Derby. Star still in hand and now quickly handed off, but have to get past Tracy Akers and Jackie Daniels and now Smarty Pants.
That's a lot of people to get through first. But look at that hard work, though. That is some pushing, moving inch by inch there up front.
Offense coming in from A.M. Castrine, but the former pivot, that's going to be Lura. Lura actually stopping in the middle of this pass to remove the pivot stripe that was previously on the helmet and stuffs that down the shirt. Still hasn't put the star on, though, of course, trying to get through on this initial pass. Toe stops don't work, knocked to the infield by Jackie Daniels.
One helmet cover in each hand, but to no avail. Bit of a strange move, but we don't see too often.
10-point pickup for USA Roller Derby. Under 30 seconds left, but there's still enough time for another jam to start without stopping the clock.
The Roller Derby World Cup is brought to you in part by the new Rydell Solaris. The performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. Rydell.
This jam gets underway with 8 seconds left on the period clock, and it only took 2 of those for Lacey Knight to pick up lead jammer for USA Roller Derby. Pate Pop, though, getting through on her initial pass as well. Apex jump not landed safely. Lacey Knight calls it from the floor. And that means it's going to be a couple of donuts, sending us to halftime. No points on that final pass. A very, very quick opening half, Nasty Moves.
Absolutely.
We did have an official review in there. Didn't really stop the clock that much. It went fairly quickly, and all the action here so fast in this quarterfinal.
Very fast, creating a breeze as the players go around. And let's have a look at the actual numbers. USA Roller Derby 169. Team Finland, like you said, at 14, not going anywhere soon. We're going to go to halftime, Mr. Whistler.
Yes, we will. So you're watching the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. We'll be back in about a dozen minutes. Welcome back to the S1 Skateco track here at the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup from Event City in Manchester, United Kingdom, hosted by Rainy City Roller Derby. They've been fantastic hosts this entire weekend. This is one of your quarterfinals. USA Roller Derby taking on Team Finland. My name is Mr. Whistler. I'm here with Nasty Moves. What a fast-paced opening half to this quarterfinal.
Absolutely, and again, the 14 points that are on the board for Team Finland were scored very early, and after that, it was no passeran for Team Finland, and very, very difficult. Yeah, very difficult end of that first period. They're trying to change it up a bit. They were using still the same jammers, but they were just not getting through.
No, I mean, we have seen Finland pass the star 3 times in the opening half, so mixing things up a little bit, handing it off to pivots such as Majorena. There have also been 3 jammer penalties to Finland, so USA Roller Derby taking advantage of those 3 power jams. But in the driver's seat for the most part have been the Americans. 21 lead jammer pickups, only 2 for Finland in the opening half. From a penalty point of view, United States picking up 6, mostly forearms. Team Finland with 13 penalties, a bit of a mixture there. In terms of point scoring, Bonnie Thunders with 49 for USA Roller Derby. Scald Eagle matching her number with 50.
Nice one.
But leading,
that was the symmetry you were talking
there
about.
We go, yes.
There we go.
I dropped a hint about that during halftime.
Thank you.
Samesville Helper picking up 51, the leading point getter of the game thus far. Lacey Knight picking up 19 points of her own. The 14 points scored by Team Finland, shared by 2 of the jammers. 777 Sarah Gilbert picking up 8 of those points, and the other 6 grabbed by A.M. Castrine. So second half coming up shortly. We have a lead of 155 points, if my announcer math is correct, for the team in blue, who is USA Roller Derby. Team Finland in white, they've got the 14 points. They're going to be looking to close the gap. Earlier in this weekend, point spreads were coming into play as far as determining seedings and rankings for the later rounds, but at this point, all that really matters is whether you win.
That matters, yeah.
Yeah, it's and the immortal words of former New York City Mayor Ed Koch, it's not how you play the game, it's whether you win.
Oh, Ed Koch, my God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm dating myself.
Yeah, I know.
But these teams, though, they are both playing extremely well. We have seen repeatedly that the Finnish jammers are able to break through, often only about a quarter of a lap after the USA roller derby jammers break through. But again, repeatedly we've seen Bonnie Thunders and all those other jammers from USA roller derby shutting the door. Having a look here at OMG WTF on the right.
Having a chat with Lacey Knight, I believe.
Yeah,
OMG, number 33.
Longtime fixture in the USA roller derby program. I'll see Dirt Monkey in the background, and Jukebox has the back to the camera. Also members of the support staff of USA Roller Derby. And we're about to get underway for the second half, Nasty. Who do we have on the jammer line?
Well, I see Pate Pop, number 999 there for Finland, up against Satan's Little Helper of team of USA Roller Derby. And by the time I've told you that, USA has picked up the lead. So that's going to be Satan's Little Helper hitting the back wall there of Team Finland and getting some nice offense as well, getting through turn 2, and that is going to be a cutting the track penalty for Pate Pop, and that is going to result in a power jam then for USA Roller Derby in the name of Satan's Little Helper.
Yeah, fourth power jam of the game for USA Roller Derby. Ready, 5 points picked up, see what they can do with it now.
Yeah, the pack together. Satan's Little Helper trying to do it on the inside. Gets a little tap out. Calls off the jam. No points scored for Finland. But that is going to be 4 points, though, for USA Roller Derby. 178 on the board for USA Roller Derby. Team Finland still at the 14 points. We're going to line up now Scald Eagle, starting on a power jam as everyone jockeys for position. On the jammer line, from the pivot line, Scald Eagle takes the lead easily, quite quickly. Looking at her team, giving them the stink eye that she gives when she wants something from everyone. Hits the finish wall in the front, back stretches out, and Scald is through. And that's going to be another 5 points, a grand slam there for USA Roller Derby. Pate Pop still stuck in Manchester-style traffic. Maybe New York gridlock. Scald Eagle out of the pack. Oh, and look at that. Pate Pop out as well. Scald Eagle, though, the one scoring all the points. Pate Pop has had their initial pass. Both jammers coming into the pack. Scald Eagle on the outside, calling off the jam.
Yeah, it was a heroic effort for Pate Pop throughout that entire jam, trying to get through, being pinballed repeatedly by Smarty Pants and Jackie Daniels. And here we're having a look at Scald Eagle coming through on the outside with a nice smooth pack as Pate Pop re-entered play. Roll Line is the tailored gear fit on your needs. The Italian skating experience since 1999. Thank you to Roll Line.
So we've got Mia on the line as a jammer for Finland's. And they're up against Bonnie Thunders.
But Mia threw.
And everyone's pointing at her. But look at that. Both jammers on the track fighting with each other. The crowd is loving that. Mia, Bonnie Thunders, both hitting the pack almost at the same time. Oh, Bonnie is going to back it up. Oh, look at that. How far? Oh, far enough.
But that Mia not falling for it, going right to the straightaway, taking away that drawback as fast as possible. A really heads-up play by Mia.
Yeah, fantastic, though. We would love to see some points by Mia. I'm sure they're very excited, having picked up the lead for Finland's. Scald Eagle is out in front, though. Will put 4 points on the board for USA Roller Derby. Mia still needs to get out there, is on corner 2, but is just going to call that off. And that was some exciting roller derby right there.
Yeah, that is why Bonnie Thunders is a legend. It's moves like that, a very heads-up play, knocking Mia to the infield. You could just see the momentum swinging every contact that those two jammers are making, getting closer to the line, recognizing the opportunity, knocked to the infield and the drawback. But again, the heads-up play by Mia to cut it off in its tracks.
They make it look easy is what that is. Satan's Little Helper and Sarah Gilbert are going to face off in this jam. Both of them going through the middle of the pack. Satan's Little Helper is in front and does pick up the lead for USA Roller Derby. Sarah Gilbert stuck, has one blocker to contend with, has taken off the helmet cover to try and get through. No one is going to be fooled by that maneuver, but it is a good idea to try 3 blockers. Look at that tripod, Mr. Whistler. That's something else.
Well,
that is tight.
Yeah, the corners of that tripod, Jackie Daniels, Smarty Pants, and Roxy Dallas, the 3 of them have been a smooth running machine all game long. And look, Roxy Dallas here taking up 2.5 lanes, blocking the door on Sarah Gilbert. 3-point pickup there at the end. USA Roller Derby knocking on the door of 200. They're at 197. Have a look here again at Satan's Little Helper working through the inside and just having to call it off. Seeing a lot of contrast here too between the two teams' blocking makeups. Often the Finnish blockers towering over some of the American blockers that are lower in stature.
Yeah, that's not making much of a difference. I think
it's not at all. Yeah.
What's really the strong game is that USA Roller Derby is able to do offense and defense quite flawlessly at the same time, and that's not the case for Finland. But Finland has other concerns because they want to get their jammers out. For now, we have Skald Eagle in the lead for USA Roller Derby, and we have Varpu Knuttila jamming, I believe, for the first time for Finland. They're changing it up, maybe trying to find a new formula in there, but this jam ended very, very quickly, and Finland not able to do too much. Still at 16 points, while USA Roller Derby moves out in front, making it over the 200 mark for a 201.
Paradigm plates and performance skate products have cutting-edge designs and cutting-edge performance. Thank you to Paradigm.
You make me want to buy stuff. I like that too. There we go. Bonnie Thunders and Pate Pop are your jammers. We are looking for the Big L. Bonnie Thunders in the front, picks up the lead. Pate Pop in the back of the pack is having a tough time there with Tracy Akers as pivot. Bonnie Thunders coming back to the pack again quite quickly. Laps Pate Pop. Oh, Pate is not giving up though. Is just going to keep pushing, keep moving those blockers apart. That's a lot of spirit there from Finland. Really lovely to watch. Bonnie Thunders at the moment is just moving those blockers. Can't get through the inside, just squishes them, like you said, moves them away and creates her own space to be able to get through. Pate Pop approaching us here on turn 3. Asking for a little bit of help there from number 257, Lura.
Yeah, star removed, and I think there may have actually been a call like, come a little bit closer so I can hand this to you. Instead, Pate Pop holds onto it, coming around the outside. Back blocking call is going to send Tracy Akers to the 5-second skate gear penalty box for a USA Roller Derby.
Luckily for us, though, USA not really in the need of a star pass at the moment. Bonnie Thunders, like you said, the legend, is jamming, but Pate Pop has all the energy in the world and just has to get through 2 blockers. 3 blockers now. She's being swarmed. It is a tough jam.
Bonnie Thunders, meanwhile, getting knocked back through the infield there.
Star pass, though, to Lura. But that jam is finished. Tough one, too. Team USA Roller Derby making sure that the Team Finland is not even able to do that star pass. And like I said, doing offense and defense at the same time. That is why they are the team that they are. So strong.
Caesar Mouthguards is the official mouthguard of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. Thank you to Caesar Mouthguards.
We have Lacey Knight and Mia up against each other. Lacey in the back, Mia in the front. We saw some good things from Mia for Team Finland. And look at that. Good things come to those who keep pushing. And that's going to be your lead jammer, number 156, Mia.
That's a fourth lead jammer pickup of the game now for Team Finland.
Fantastic. Oh, visit to the floor there for Lacey Knight. Not a good place to be. Gets up quickly enough though. And we are all jammed up in turn 3. Great blocking by both teams. Getting in there really low, making sure there's no space. But eventually, something's got to give. The pack is stretching out.
Every time the rear pack re-engages and gets a little bit closer, you've been seeing one of the USA Roller Derby blockers peel off to run some offense for Lacey Knight. Lacey Knight has got a couple of finished blockers all up in there. Drawback there from number 410, Mara Mananen, unable to force the cut.
Yeah, Mia is getting some help there from Mara Mananen, but USA is just not letting up, and that is tough.
Yeah, Caffeine, Sarelson, Riva, Sanishigare, the 4 of them taking turns, finally piercing the wall. And we're going to see some points come in from Finland. Those 4 points will take him to 20.
Yeah, and there we go with that takeout on Mia.
Now it's Sarelson with the knockdown. Having a look there at Tracy Akers wearing the C for USA Roller Derby. 00 Anna for Finland, lining up on the right side of your screen ahead of the jammer line.
Yeah, and we're going to have Scald Eagle up against Sarah Gilbert. Scald Eagle on the outside. Again, just taking that small space, being really concentrated. Sarah Gilbert, another jammer for Finland that has put points on the board in the first half, is out in front. We're cheering. How is that going to pan out? Smarty Pants there trying to make mincemeat of it. Oh, and that is going to be a forearms penalty just there at the end. So power jam for Team USA Roller Derby.
Yep, 228-20 is the score currently. 18 minutes plus on the period clock. Seeing Eagle coming through, piercing the wall, calls that jam really quickly to ensure a power start for USA Roller Derby on the next jam.
You'll notice Scald Eagle 2 came in very, very stiff, and one of the 103, Erika Luoto, felt a bit of a hit as Scald Eagle went through, but Scald Eagle does that very, very specific call off that's just beautiful to watch. Just near the end. And look at Satan's little helper with the toe stop dance there, ready to kick off on a power jam for USA Roller Derby. Let's have a look now at the blockers for Team Finland out in front, ready to receive. Everyone back on track though. That also includes Sarah Gilbert jamming for Team Finland.
It's currently a 4-3 pack advantage for Team Finland. Jess Rivas in the 5-second sneakier penalty box for USA Roller Derby. Another forearm penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 blockers in the box. 10 seconds are left on their penalty of the pivot for USA Roller Derby. Jam called off by Satan's little helper on the inside. A happy Sarah Gilbert going to the box though.
Well, sure. Satan's little helper there on the end, going airborne for the apex jump, unable to land it though, going into the back of Elina Rukoranta.
No air miles. No air miles either. No air miles. 2:38 USA Roller Derby out in front. Team Finland every once in a while scoring points. Now at 20, we're going to see Varpu Knutila against Bonnie Thunders. And look at that, it is going to be Varpu Knutila picking up the lead for Team Finland.
Yeah, 5th lead jammer pickup now for Finland, perhaps shaking up the jamming rotations, what Finland needed to do.
I would think that is a good idea. Just try somebody different. Maybe they'll have a little bit more luck getting through. So far, so good. Bonnie Thunders also out of the pack, putting more points on the board there for USA Roller Derby. But let's keep our eyes on Varpu Knutila. Still stuck in the back of the pack. Getting that initial, yay, I got through, and then it's like, it's that traffic again. And USA Roller Derby knows that. They know how that's going to play out. Great work there. As always, Bonnie Thunders through the middle.
Akers and Roxy Dallas closing the inside line, so finally gonna see Nutila. He's gonna have to call that jam. Do get 4 points for Finland. Here's a look at that explosive start and a bit of a fake out there on Roxy Dallas, and then able to push Akers out of the way is Nutila.
Akers was out on her own in the front, and that was a beautiful juke with the spin on the inside. That worked out really well. Everybody getting ready again. Pate Pop and Scald Eagle. Pate Pop in the back, Scald Eagle, a little bit of recycling. Get some good help there from one of her blockers, just giving her enough space to get through. Picks up the lead, one blocker down for Finland, and Pate Pop, as I say all of this, has been in the back of the pack now for quite a while, dealing with Shayna Sherrilson. And we're just gonna call that off. That's good, let's just leave it that way. No points there for Finland. And USA Roller Derby putting 4 more points on the board in that last scoring pass.
As Europe's original Derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Their technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is their availability of your favorite gear and the fast shipping they offer throughout Europe. Visit them at suckerpunchskateshop.com.
And Mr. Whistler, we were talking about shaking up the jammer side of things there. On Team Finland, we have AM Kastrin going for a run, although Lacey Knight does have the lead for USA Roller Derby. Kastrin still not through. Lacey easily on the inside. Let's have a look. We're gonna have one blocker to the box there for Finland.
Lacey Knight taken to the infield, and rather than go all the way back, calls it before Rukuranta is able to force anything out of that.
Everyone has their cover in their hand. The pivot does. Everyone just holding them. Sometimes they go in, they've got one in each hands.
It's a sign of respect that the jam has ended, so we remove our head coverings. That's what's happening here on the track.
Thanks for clarifying that for me. I couldn't have said it. I couldn't even thought of anything better myself.
I'm sorry that I did. And there's 12 minutes left in the half. 24 for Finland, 264 for USA Roller Derby. We're back underway.
Sarah Gilbert against Satan's Little Helper. Sarah Gilbert in the back, Satan's Little Helper in the front with the lead for USA Roller Derby. One blocker down. Again for Team Finland, we're going to thin out that pack. That means an apex jump, and there are those air miles that we ordered. They were shipped express post. No, they were shipped airmail.
Yeah, Satan's Little Helper does land it that time, picks up the Grand Slam, calls the jam 5-0, 264 to 24.
Some high-fiving going all around there too. And I see still happy faces regardless of how this goes. What a thrill to be watching these two teams together. Varpu Knutila is jamming then for Team Finland. Bonnie Thunders jamming out of the pack already. And we're going to have a bit of a stash or just holding the jammer cover as Finland shows the rest of the world how that's done.
Yeah, Nutila getting lucky there. The middle process of being drawn back by Shayna Sarelson, but then Sarelson called for an elbowing penalty. That allows Nutila to re-enter a little more quickly. Gets through on the initial pass. No points picked up by Finland, though, on this one. And with just about 10.5 minutes left in the game, 276 for USA Roller Derby, 24 for Finland. Pivot Star UK is here for you. They have top quality derby gear with flawless design, tops, tanks, shorts, leggings, and their world famous hoodies. Alongside stylish sublimated uniforms. Visit the Pivot Star UK stall if you come to this venue. They are alternative, athletic, and awesome. Thank you, Pivot Star.
Mia and Scald Eagle dueling it out on the track, and the fans are going wild, and that usually means that Finland has the lead, and that's it, Mia, but Scald Eagle is following her. That's the cry of the Scald Eagle, I was taught.
Is it now? Okay.
Yes, I was taught that it must be true. Fantastic, 4 points on the board by Mia with a wonderful little apex jump just for us here at the desk. And a second one, however, not landed. A little bit of recycling there for Mia. But Mia has got her stride, definitely. Team USA is all over it, though. And we're going to call off the jam so that Scald Eagle doesn't put any more points on the board.
Having a look at the replay here. Coming around the outside and zipping to the inside, just picking up the skate in time. Jackie Daniels was skating back, almost forcing the call.
Thanks for that. I was watching Tracy Akers having a little discussion there with the head ref. Everything seems to be squared out. Lacey Knight for USA Roller Derby against I Am Castrin. Lacey Knight is going to go to the box for cutting the track. That means AM Castrin has a power jam, has already removed the helmet cover though. Yeah, so getting some help from the blockers.
Yeah, so with that helmet cover removal, of course, this jam will go the full deuce. This is the first power jam of the game for Team Finland.
It is. I was a bit surprised at taking it off, but maybe they do want to expressly go for the full 2 minutes. I don't know, maybe they hadn't noticed it, but interesting to see how this develops. Bit of some spills on the floor there. And Jammer returning to track. Lacey Knight back in the game on the outside through the middle and is out free and clear on their initial pass. Star pass in the meantime, that was what was cooking on Team Finland. So Lura picks it up. The jammer cover then for Finland. Points on the board for Lacey Knight. Lura in the back with the star being pushed back. And as soon as they get back on the track, not able to really move forward so much. Finland trying to mirror that actually in the front, but the pack is being stretched out. Of course, they have to keep pack. And Lacey is just going to have two blockers to contend with, spins around, gets out of the back.
Offense coming back there from Finland, though, trying to split that up.
That was really, really nice to watch. And it took longer there for Lacey Knight to get through. However, Lura very much trying to get there. Oh, almost did. Ended up off the track, and as the jam is called off. 2 points, though, I see for Team Finland. 3 points, actually, and 3 points as well for USA Roller Derby. Let's have a recap of the scores. USA Roller Derby at the moment very much in front as we head towards the end of this game. 292 points. Team Finland hard fought 32 points with 6 minutes and change left here in the second half.
Satan's little helper challenging the inside. Look at that whip taking around the outside. Nobody's seeing Satan's little helper coming. Satan's little helper picking up lead jammer for USA Roller Derby. Gonna see a penalty call here.
Yeah, someone is a failure to reform.
Yep.
So pack destruction penalty.
That's number 6 going to Snot Rocket Science. But
Oh, I haven't seen her in ages. I'll have to go and say hello a little bit later on.
yes, I know. Smarty Pants and Jackie Daniels, though, a tandem on top of Sarah Gilbert, finally have to let Gilbert go. Coming back to run some offense with Satan's little helper. Satan's little helper taking a whip off the hip of Akers. Doesn't get past, though, calls the jam.
Yeah,
That was a grind. You could see
That
Satan's
was.
little helper showing the reaction there for that. And an official review being requested by Team Finland.
So we're going to find out what that's all about. First, a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, an opportunity to tell you about Roller Derby City, which is a skater-owned and operated merch and uniform company. They're based in the UK and they ship all over the world. They supply uniforms and merch for teams, leagues. They also have roller derby brands and events, including all the merch for the Roller Derby World Cup this year. All that merch printed and supplied by Roller Derby City. They also offer individual customized items such as scrimmage tops, officials gear, and referee shirts. Being skater-owned and operated means they support the roller derby community, and that's at the heart of what they do, and they've been proudly supporting local roller derby since they began in 2010. Thank you to Roller Derby City.
Snot Rocket Science was one of the first, I would say, famous people coming to visit us at Amsterdam Roller Derby. So she has a special place in my heart as a player. And it was really nice to see her here today. As expected, I would say. There's a really strange Mexican wave. It's the slow wave going through the audience here. I have to tell you about it. I can't not tell you about it.
Well, you can see it on your screen. It is slow motion. That is not a glitch in your feed. The far bleachers, though, subverting all of that. We're going to get a report on this official review shortly.
Yeah, we are going to get the information here from the floor. Everyone ready to go? That's going to be Bonnie Thunders and Varpu Knutila. Again, changing up the jammers. Yeah, Varpu Knutila
Well,
having
I
a
think
good run.
Finland is actually deliberately matching up Nutila against Bonnie Thunders right now, perhaps
be.
because of that initial success.
That sounds like a very smart strategy. But let's see if it pays off. Hop, skip, and a jump, though. Bonnie Thunders in the lead, but Varpu Knutila is out of the pack. And that is a good thing. Only a quarter of a lap behind. Varpu coming in hot, as does Bonnie Thunders, with the perfect call off. So that is going to be no points for Finland and 1 point for USA Roller Derby.
And
Good
the-
matchup. I like that theory. I'm going to ponder that for a minute. Maybe it's like a good luck matchup.
The official review that took place before the previous jam, Finland had been looking to see if there was perhaps a failure to reform penalty to be issued against Tracy Akers for activity in that jam, but the call stands, or the lack thereof, so they don't retain their official review.
And we have a lead for Finland again, and that's going to be our friend Mia, number 156, with a lot of energy on the outside. Inside, outside, anything that can work. Slowed down now at the moment by Smarty Pants and friends.
There was a gorgeous whip by Scald Eagle on the previous jam, I believe off the jersey of, the previous pass off the jersey of Roxy Dallas. Wouldn't mind getting another look at that. But this is the 7th lead jammer of the game for Finland, this time awarded to Mia.
Scald Eagle doing the rounds. We are all eyes on Mia in the front. Will they be able to get through? No, they're just going to have to call it off. A little bit disappointed there. I saw the initial energy, like, I can do this. And then what USA Roller Derby does best, they just shut you down.
There's a look at the start there, and seeing Scald Eagle coming up the inside line on that pass. Nice work as usual by Scald Eagle. 12-2 jam we just had in favor of USA Roller Derby. They are over 309 points to Team Finland's 34. Less than 3 minutes remain in the game.
Satan's Little Helper up against Kastring. Satan's Little Helper gets a nice knockout there by Team Finland. And both jammers out of the pack. We're going to have a bit of a horse race. Mia is just in the back. Oh, I would have loved to maybe just a little few more seconds. I'm sure Mia thought the same way, but that is the call off. Satan's Little Helper could feel the breeze in her neck, and that just stopped everything. Less than 2 minutes and 5 seconds here left in this second half. USA Roller Derby dominating the game at 3:09. Team Finland 34 points, and to be said again, 34 very hard-fought points as well. Bonnie Thunders, Sarah Gilbert. Bonnie Thunders in the front. Sarah Gilbert just comes whooping by and is now doing the thing where she is going to follow Bonnie Thunders, who is in the lead.
Yeah, Bonnie Thunders coming around the outside. Doesn't go all the way to the line, though. Running into the back of Rukuranta. Does not get past, and no points come in on that jam. So score remains 309 to 34. Just over a minute left on the period clock. We'll have less than a minute to go once this jam gets underway.
And our house announcer is getting exciting there, getting everyone to cheer. Just cheer. Just cheer. But cheering is good. Lacey Knight, Varpu Knutila. Knutila in the front. We're going to just push everyone around. Lacey Knight having a bit of a tough time getting through the northern wall. That is Finland at the moment in the front. Using the last bit of energy that they need to use to finish off this quite exciting game. We are going to take off the star. Knutila.
And Lacey Knight stopping on the track, just looking at the clock, seeing that we have less than 10 seconds left, going to let it run out rather than risk any other
jams happening.
Pretty much.
I know you were going with that.
But it's kind of what it amounts to. It's like,
fair enough. Yeah.
Let's just wait till we get to zero. At this point in the tournament, no need to rack up needless points.
That is absolutely true.
At this point in the tournament, what matters is winning and moving on.
Absolutely true. And we mentioned that USA Roller Derby doing that also earlier today as well in their other games. Final score, it is though USA Roller Derby 309 points, Team Finland 34 points. And you know, everyone had a good time watching this. It really wasn't about the scoreboard. It was about the interaction of these two teams, how excited they were to play each other as well.
Indeed.
And that was just lovely to watch.
For sure. And so what we're having a look at right now is seeing the teams coming around USA Roller Derby, skating their celebratory lap. USA Roller Derby advances to the next level, the semifinals, and they will be taking on the team that wins between Canada and Argentina. That game happening currently on one of the other tracks. So USA will play the winner of that game. The team that does not win that game will be playing Finland, and those teams that do not win these games will be then playing for positioning in the 5 to 8 positions of that top 8. But USA Roller Derby advancing, getting closer towards the medals.
Find out more about all that information that you gave, which is fantastic. I don't know how you get all that so cleanly across, but we know for a fact that the whole organization of the Roller Derby World Cup will be updating the brackets and the scores and everything that people want to know and keep asking as soon as they have that, and then you will be able to see how that's going to play out tomorrow. So I am going to leave you. My name is Nasty Moves. I was joined by the very knowledgeable Mr. Whistler on this one.
Yep, and you are watching the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.